games exists for a lot of reasons, but two very important ones. One of them is you guys, our players, our fans. There'd be no reason to do any of this without you guys. So first off, thank you so much, not only for being here today, but for immersing yourself in our worlds, keeping the sound turned on. Thank you so much. It's so good to do this stuff for you guys. And secondly, without the musicians, I want to celebrate not only our composers and our whole sound team, but I want to especially single out the musicians today. Literally from all over the world, people have contributed to the Blizzard games and the musical legacy with their wonderful performances. And so apropos of that, I would like to start the evening by having one of our composers and musician friends who you know very well from having done the tavern music, Mr. David Arkenstone. Please welcome him to the stage that he's already here at. Take it away, Dave.
Thank you. I'm going to do a couple of pieces that I wrote for Cataclysm now. I wasn't finished. Try that one. Oh, here we go. This is a little tour of Durotar and Feralas. Thank you. Oh, you guys go sit over there. Let's go sit over there.
Awesome. This one, left mic. Hello, hello. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello. Okay. I bet the other one's turned on now. I just wanted someone else to sit here. Well, thank you, David. So, Cataclysm. I want to introduce to you the composing team for Cataclysm. Please welcome to the stage Derek Duke. Come on up. Mr. Glenn Stafford. And Neil Acree. And David Arkenstone. Go sit at the mic that doesn't work, David. Or there. That works. Say he doesn't want to sit at the mic that doesn't work. So, Cataclysm. First off, I want to tell you folks, everyone who loves the music from World of Warcraft, that we have removed none of the music that you know and love. Because we love it too. We have added a whole bunch, though, and so much that it took 5 of us several months, and so I wanted to get a chance for everyone to talk about, you know, how they do what they do and their experiences here. So, Neil, does your mic work?
Hello, I guess so.
Neil composed the music for the opening cinematic that you heard yesterday. Also, he did Wrath of the Lich King and Burning Crusade cinematics, so no slouch here. Neil, what inspired you to do what you do?
Well, obviously it was important to me to stay true to the original themes that Jason Hayes wrote and had been, you know, established previously. So in the cinematic, for example, I used the Orgrimmar theme, I used the Stormwind theme, and added something new with the sort of a Deathwing theme. So, but for me, it's always been about staying true to the game, and if possible, adding to it while, you know, staying true to the music that we all love, that's been with the game for all these years.
Excellent. You'll hear David actually did some a redo of Orgrimmar, because you hear the music that you know, but Orgrimmar's been reforged. It's under new management from Garrosh. So, David, what did you do?
Well, I liked using the old theme and implementing it with some new colors, and it was challenging because I know it's a really popular theme, and I just wanted to kind of take it another step, so I just brought some other instruments and made it more kick-ass, I guess I'd say, with some more drums and metal.
The Warcraft
like
drums
metal.
are there, and heavy brass, yes. And then Neil, you reworked Stormwind, did you not?
I did. Basically just kind of tried to add a little bit of tragedy to some of the themes, because obviously the world has been torn asunder, and the idea is musically, like we all did, we tried to kind of add some weight to the music we already know. And again, the music is still there, you know, the Stormwind theme is still there, but I decided to kind of add a new version that would kind of add the tragedy to it.
And as I mentioned, we love our musicians. Virtually all the music in Cataclysm is played by live musicians. Derek, you did the Goblin New Race music.
Yeah, the goblins were really fun. Got to do a lot of things. We have whistles and all sorts of pitch percussion, so it kind of goes to a different place than we ever went to musically in the WoW universe, because we're scoring for what were previously NPCs. The other thing for my experience on Cataclysm was I actually got to do a lot of the implementation after the fact. So my own music, everybody else's, you know, multiple hours of music just filling my brain and then kind of going through and placing it everywhere. And you're going to experience a lot more music in a lot more places. A lot of familiar things, but a lot of new themes that sort of go through. You might see some Twilight's Hammer, so you get some of Neil's theme. You might experience other races or other, you know, alliances, so to speak, and you'll be able to listen and hear their themes. come alive as you go through, whether you're in low-level areas or higher-level areas.
And Glenn Stafford, who, by the way, founded the sound department at Blizzard Entertainment. Yeah.
That was so many years ago.
He joined us a little late in Cataclysm because he was busy wrapping up StarCraft II Wings of Liberty. But tell us what you did, Glenn, on Cataclysm.
Yeah, I ended up working on, just for a couple months on Cataclysm, as much as we could squeeze in after I was done with StarCraft. I did some stuff for Arathi Highlands, Western Plague Lands, which never had, I don't believe they had specific tracks of their own before. So it was nice to bring, something new to those zones that never had anything before. And I think what Neil had mentioned about having a sense of tragedy and the world getting torn apart, definitely tried to communicate that in the tracks, as well as not so much a sense of tragedy, like hitting you over the head, bam, bam, everything's destroyed, but also, pulling on the heartstrings a little bit, a sense of the emotion of, what happened to these lands, what happened to these people in these lands. And in the case of Western Plague Lands, it actually improved a bit, I think, the mood.
The amount of music in this game, it really isn't important per se, because it's certainly, we're not out to put as much music as we can for the sake of the statistic of how many hours of music there is in the game. It's all got to be of high quality and appropriate. But it is important from a certain point of view in WoW, because it's such a vast game and has only gotten bigger over the years. And one reason that the music that you love from 2004 is heard so often and in so many places is that there just wasn't that much back then. But in the almost 6 years now, since then, we've brought WoW from the original about 2 hours of music. With Cataclysm, we're at 36 hours of music in World of Warcraft. And so that's why the themes that you love may not be where you remember them, because they might not go with the landscape anymore. There might be a rift of molten lava might have appeared, and so therefore the hopeful music that was there needs to be corralled somewhere else. But you'll be able to find out the stuff you love, as Derek was mentioning.
Sorry.
David, so you worked on the tavern music in Burning Crusade days. What other areas did you work on in Cataclysm?
I did Durotar and Stone Talon and a lot in the new Hyjal area and Vashir and about 10 other zones here and there.
And you should have seen the meeting where we were fighting over the zones to work on. We had to draw straws on a few of them, I think. We all wanted to work on the underwater stuff.
Yeah, there was lots of teamwork involved, some of us sharing zones like we've done in the past. David and I both hit up Bashir, and that was really fun. I like that Russell and I had done in the past where we split up Howling Fjord and you sort of get a better, broader flavor when two of the personalities kind of work together to balance out a zone. I think that's really nice.